$1,500 going to the winner. I'm going to say we can get to $2,000 here tonight, so keep buying those 50-50 tickets. Sellers going through the stands, the bright pink t-shirts, make sure you get in on that. Another reminder, no smoking in the grandstand area or in the concession area. We've got the two designated areas at the ends of corners 1 and corner 4.
So Holly Porter and Aaron Turkey starting on the front row here, two former feature winners. Brian Huntsinger has a feature win here, of course, at Oshweekend, several feature wins, as does Brad Heron in that 12 car. Here we go. Green flag out on.
Firing down through 1 and 2. Here comes Aaron Turkey to the outside of Holly Porter, going down into corner number 3. Turkey's been strong here in the last couple of weeks, at least, been up on the podium. Here comes Porter, though, right back.
Porter and Turkey were side by side, but Porter got a great run through corners 1 and 2. Turkey trying to reel her back in down the back straightaway, but here comes Huntsinger to the inside for the second spot.
Brad Heron, top 2 in the points in this qualifying heat. That 43H, the point leader. The 12 machine, second place coming into tonight.
Turkey's been through turns 1 and 2 3 times now, and he's run a different line every time, trying to catch the number 1 of Holly Porter, but still fighting off the 43H of Huntsinger as Porter continues to lead here with 3 laps in and 3 to go.
Corner number 4 they go. 2 to go. Says Miles against Holly Porter. Looking down the backstretch. Porter, multi-time winner last season, looking for her first win of 2016.
Porter heads out of corner number 4 again. A little bit of a wobble in turn 1 and 2. The little rough patch down there on the bottom of turn number 1 has caught some drivers off guard, but Porter continues to lead here. She'll come out of corner 4 and get the win in Creative Edge Signs and Graphics in race number 1. Second is Turkey, third is Huntsinger, fourth is Thorne, fifth is Aaron, and sixth is Hill. As we didn't see the 18X of Bowden making the call here in heat race number 1. So there she is out of corner 4, your heat race winner from Delhi, the DADS Cameron Crane Stonehouse General Contracting number 1, that's Holly Porter. Race number 2 rolls on in Speedway, brought to you by McDonald's Restaurants of Paris and Brantford. Starting on the pole from Oshweekend, the INS Crafts and Supplies Oshweekend Speedway, number 99, it's Jordan Hill. Starting second. So Jeremy Hughes starting at the tail of this one, his first ride in the number 4, a former mini stock winner here, also a former 360 sprint car competitor. Keep an eye on that number 4 of Jeremy Hughes at the back. Up front, and it's Jordan Hill, who got his first top 5 in a crate sprint car last week, with Jesse McDonald, who got his first win in a crate sprint car last Friday night. Again, 6 laps of distance here in McDonald's Restaurants of Paris and Brantford. Heat race number 2. Still the mini stocks left for heat race action here before we move into the feature events.
Flag in the air as the teammates race down into corner number 1. Jordan Hill on the inside. Here comes Jesse McDonald, first career win last Friday night in a sprint car, and here he is back at the front of the field. Complete lap number 1.
McDonald's got the lead, second now under contention as Schatz tries to get to the inside on Hill. But Hill, again, has run very strong on that outside line the last couple of weeks and uses it again to keep the second position away from Schatz for the moment.
Schatz came in last week, second place in points, didn't do as well in the feature, struggled and dropped out the second spot, relinquishing that to Brad Heron, so he's looking to get back on track here to make the 18 machine.
Behind them, Evans, Schatz, and Hughes are running close together for the 4th spot, as now Hughes takes that 5th spot away from Schatz. Evans, though, catching the top 3 in the 87X car. trotting around Hill for the moment, but Hill fights back on the outside as second place is still up for grabs here with the white flag in the air, and all the while Evans and Hughes are catching them, but likely going to run out of time.
Fourth corner, checkered flag goes in the air. Final winner in qualifying heats goes Jesse McDonald. First race number 2. Josh Shantz will come home in second. Third will go to Jordan Hill, and it's Sean Evans, Jeremy Hughes, Alex Schutz, and Hannah Farrell. So that completes qualifying for the Strickland GMC Crate Sprint Car divisions. Final group of heats, it's for the HRW Automotive Mini Stocks. Tommy, it looks like we have 3 qualifying heats for them.
34 mini stocks signed in tonight. Good field of 4-cylinder stock cars. The top 7 will transfer from each of these 3 heat races, starting on the pole in heat race number 1. Brought to you by Caledonia Auto. 20 laps. Again, the distance to get the white flag this time by. Make sure you stand up and salute these Crate Sprint Car drivers. They come here each and every Friday night to put on a show for you. So stand up, give them a wave, and show them you appreciate their efforts to get these beautiful Crate Sprint Cars onto the track. Lights are out on the Strickland's GMC Pace truck. It pulls into the infield, and now the field under control of Jesse McDonald and Mike Thorne. 2 drivers from Caledonia on the front row. Jesse McDonald went to victory lane the first time last week. Mike Thorne wants to do the same tonight. Here we go. Double green flags out from Kyle McKenzie. Jesse McDonald with the early lead, but now Thorne rockets around on the outside. Side by side into corner 3 and 4. Aaron Turkey right there as well in the 68 car. And Holly Porter up there as well. Brian Hunsinger holding strong top 5 close together here after lap number 1. Now 3 wide down the backstretch. McDonald, Turkey, and Thorne head through corner 3 and 4. Still 3 wide as now McDonald leads his teammate just by a nose after lap number 2.
Crazy racing out here. Conditions for these guys like they've not seen so far this year, Tommy. And it's Jesse McDonald, Aaron Turkey, and Mike Thorne putting on one heck of a show so far.
Still almost 3 wide for the lead. McDonald again leads at the line, but it was only by a couple hundredths of a second, and now Turkey gets a better run out of corner 2, so he takes the lead away.
Turkey with the run out of 2 with a better line there, but Mike Thorne still rocking up around the top. Turkey back down the stretch into 1. Hit the good spot last time. McDonald hit the good low line this time. It'll be a drag race out of 2.
So Mike Thorne has a good seat here running third, watching the teammates run side by side for the lead, and now Thorne trying to get the 55 wound up again around the outside. Again, they're side by side at the line, and Turkey led that lap just by a hair.
Davey Boughton down into the infield here with Probs on the 18X. Still Aaron Turkey with the advantage. Jesse McDonald trying to chase him on the bottom. Mike Thorne holds down the 3rd position.
So Turkey running through the ruts pretty well here in the 68 car, putting some distance between himself and Jesse McDonald, who now falls into the clutches of Mike Thorne. Then it's Holly Porter behind them, and then a battle for 5th between Hunsinger and Hill, and now Hill takes the spot away.
Mike Thorne taking a run at Jesse McDonald's back bumper. 2 former Thunderstalkers here going at it. Now Thorne to the inside. The leader loses the handle on the bottom and nearly spins out.
Wow, that was some great driving by McDonald and Thorne, who now find themselves racing for the lead after racing very hard for the runner-up spot. Turkey back underway here in the 68.
These guys are getting a lesson in rough track setup here tonight. Thorne up around the outside. He's got a lot of bite on the top tonight to work within that ace 1. Can they take the 55 to victory lane after the 5 burger bar car? Oh! Brad Heron hard over in turn number 2. Fire.
Very tough break for Brad Heron. Upside down in corner 1 and 2. The safety crew is on the scene to put the fire out. Heron came into the night 2nd in the points standings, but now will bring that car home in a basket. We do see the driver moving around, so that's a good sign.
Well, Brad Heron climbs out of the number 12, ladies and gentlemen. Looks to be A-OK. The car is not, though. All kinds of damage here as Brad was trying to cowboy up through the middle. Caught the rut and tipped him over.
Well, just before that, Aaron Turkey had the lead and caught a rut in corner 4. Got very sideways. Mike Thorne and Jesse McDonald, who were racing for second, did a great job to not only race each other but avoid Aaron Turkey, and all kept going. Thorne still working on trying to get his first crate sprint car win, and this is his kind of track here tonight.
Well, I got Brad Herron right here. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? He's A-OK. That's the main thing. But Brad, certainly not the way you wanted to have your night end here. Tough track conditions making it real difficult for you guys.
Yeah, it was pretty rough tonight. I pounded the rut down here a couple of times and I knew it was there, but I got a good run on Ryan coming down the front straightaway, and just got in a little too hot, and as soon as I hit it, I knew we were going over. I'm like, uh-oh, hang on, because I felt the car get up, and it was on from there. So definitely, definitely not the night we wanted, but we got some work to do this week.
You got a great team there with Alex in the installation. Guys, head back over, get checked out in the ambulance. Ladies and gentlemen, certainly not the way he wanted to hear your applause tonight, but let me hear it one more time for Brad Herron on a wild wreck, but he's A-OK. Brad will have to take the mandatory ride back to the ambulance. Anytime you flip over hard here at the Big O, the medical procedure is a visit to the ambulance to be checked out, and there you see the 12 Miska Trailer Factory machine all beat up here in turns 1 and 2. Now Alex Schutz gets a look at the 12. He owns that car, and it'll come by him on the outside. And that's got to give him some headaches as they get set to go again, guys.
So 9 laps are on the board, 11 to go here in our Strickland's GMC Crate Sprint Car feat. Evans, Alex Schutz. And then Jeremy Hughes and Davey Bowden, who've already pulled into the infield. So here we go again. Thorne, the leader. 11 laps to go as he looks for his first ever Crate Sprint Car feature win. Former 2-time Thunderstock Trout champion here in his 55 car. Green flag out once again. So Thorne pounds it down into 1 and 2 on the top side again. Here comes Turkey working on his teammate Jesse McDonald, trying to take the second spot away. Holly Porter behind them. They'll get the halfway signal this time by. 10 laps in and 10 to go, and now McDonald gets the inside on Thorne, and Turkey is there as well. Are they going to go 3 wide again in corner 2? They do, down the back straightaway, 3 wide for the lead. McDonald, Turkey, and Thorne all in there. And now McDonald will take the lead out of corner 4. He leads lap number 11, but Thorne and Turkey go back to work. Turkey gets a rut, slides up the track. Here comes Thorne to the inside down the backstretch. Thorne dives it into corner 3. He'll try to put the slider on Turkey. He'll make that work, but now Turkey gets a run as McDonald opened up a lead momentarily. Turkey back to the second spot. Here comes Thorne again to the outside. So now Turkey and Thorne working for the second spot as McDonald's gotten by them. Turkey and Thorne again side by side for the second spot. It's McDonald still leading as Turkey runs through the rough stuff. Thorne again to the outside, takes second.
McDonald, winner 1 week ago, leads things again here this week. Aaron Turkey 2 weeks in a row, been in the 3rd spot, looking to crack victory lane for the first time in 2016, but he's in the midst of a big fight with a 55 of Mike Thorne as they go down into corner number 3. Thorne on the high side, Turkey on the bottom. It's 5 to go.
Thorne might be gaining on McDonald again here, but he's going to have to deal with Turkey as well. Turkey to the inside again as they both catch up to McDonald, who's been trying to run the inside all the way around with Thorne on the outside and Turkey running mostly in the middle groove.
We just saw Burger Barn car use the outside line to go to victory lane and beat an Ohsweken Speedway car. Will it repeat itself here again in this Crate Sprint Car Division feature? We've got less than 4 laps to find out.
Thorne still pounding on that top side as Porter and Hill going at it for 4th and 5th back there. They're still racing side by side. Thorne again into turn number 1. Very hard as he gains again on McDonald.
Leaders going to corner number 3. Mike Thorne gaining ever so slightly every lap. And he's right there now in that right rear tire of Jesse McDonald with 2 laps to go. Thorne's got it wound up on the top side. Here comes Turkey in the bottom to try and make it a 3-car race for the win.
McDonald got out of corner 2 better that time than he had the last couple laps. Now he bobbles in corner 4. Thorne is there right to the outside. Turkey as well. 3 cars again for the lead.
Final trip around the 3/8 mile Clay Oval. Mikey Bobby, Mike Thorne grabs the advantage into corner number 3. 3 cars going to fight it out for the win here at Oshwegan Speedway. Off at corner 4, Jesse McDonald gets the win over Mike Thorne and Aaron Turkey.
McDonald goes to victory lane 2 weeks in a row by just 0.08 of a second over Mike Thorne. 3rd is Aaron Turkey. 4th will be Holly Porter. 5th is Jordan Hill. 6th is Ryan Hunsinger. 7th, Jerry Hill. 8th is Sean Evans. 9th, Josh Shantz. And 10th, Hannah Farrell. We will send Greg Cowlin down to victory lane to talk to Jesse McDonald, Mike Thorne, and Aaron Turkey, as McDonald takes his 2nd career feature win 2 weeks in a row for Jesse McDonald. So because of the late hour, we're actually going to hold victory lane to the end of our mini stock feature. So Aaron Turkey, Jesse McDonald, and Mike Thorne will head to the infield. And we'll talk to them after our mini stock feature.
If we can get our 50-50 ticket sellers up to the tower here, we'll draw the number from the tower right now.
Here's your lineup for the 15-lap HRW Automotive Mini Stock feature, number 7 of the year for them.
Top 3 over here, and I'll tell you what, the top 3 down here in Victory Lane are further apart than they were at the finish line because the top 3 were all right there in a bunch. Jesse McDonald, 2 weeks in a row, can you believe it, after you got that first win? I guess the floodgates are open now.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. The last 6 laps I lost all my power steering, and it took everything I had to steer the car. I mean, if I had to do another lap, it wouldn't have happened. It took everything.
Who would you like to thank for the win?
I got to thank Glenn Stires Racing, Case. I got to thank Corpac, Runway, my team, everybody that's helped. I couldn't have done it without them.
There you go. Jesse McDonald comes home with the win here tonight. Aaron Turkey, you're on the podium again. What's it going to take to get up there and get this guy finally?
Quit looping. You know, I knew I could have saved it. Like, I had a second to look at him coming at me, and I was either do a donut or try to turn right. So I tried to turn right, and I let the car swing back, and got lucky I had the caution. But I was just a little scared to hit that line where I was because I didn't want to spin the tires and do it again, right? I was already up at the front, so I don't know. It felt good to race how we did, and nobody crashed, so that's even better. And 3rd place ain't bad.
Yeah, another top 3. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my crew here each week, coming out and helping me. I'd like to thank Glenn and Aero Express and Case IH and Oshwegan Speedway.
Aaron Turkey with 3rd place yet again. Mikey Bobby, Mike Thorne, you're right there at the end. I thought it was going to be a clean sweep for Team Burger Barn here tonight, but you're right there in the end of it.
Yeah, we cut short again. Hopefully we get her soon. Really hope to get a win soon. I really got to say thanks to my good friend Jason Hill. He definitely deserves nights like this more often. All of us guys put all of our heart into it, and he sticks behind us all the time. And just thankful for him.
So here's your top 3 for tonight. Strickland GMC Crate Sprint Car Division. And that will wrap things up for Friday Night Excitement. Again, we want to thank Gale's Auto Aftermarket and the good folks at McGilligan's in Niagara Falls for bringing us tonight's racing action. Don't forget, next Friday night, we're right back at it with the Frankie Turkey Memorial All 5 of our regular divisions will be in action next Friday night, 7:30 start time. Check WashWeekendSpeedway.com for more information. And in 2 weeks' time, Ken Schrader will be here to take on the UMP Modifieds. So mark that one on your calendar, as well as July heats up as we get ready to bring Casey Kane here on July 25th and 26th. So on behalf of the Styres family, all of our staff, officials, and crew, everybody that makes this show happen, along with my co-announcers Tommy Gooch and Clinton Jeffrey, my name's Greg Kellman saying so long, and we'll see you next Friday night.